I'm about to show you guys how to turn these two items into this blood slime. We're going to jump right into this. Here's what you need. You need a box of borax. You can find this in the laundry detergent aisle at most stores. You're going to need a sealable container. You're going to need white glue. You need glue all multi-purpose glue. Very specific. I'm going to give you an example. You don't want anything that says washable. If it says washable, it won't work. Nowhere on that do you see washable. You want multi-purpose glue, glue all. You need these three things. You need a container to mix it in. And then where we go extra fancy, vampire blood. You can find this right now in any Halloween aisle. If it's not the Halloween season and you can't find fake blood everywhere, you can just go with red food coloring. But trust me on this, the fake blood is the best way to go. Last but not least, big glass of water to mix everything up with. We're going to start by putting the borax into our mixing jar. Now, with a lot of these videos, people are always wanting exact amounts from me. I'm going to tell you right now, there is no exact amount for this. I'm just going to pour it into the bottom until it fills up. I'm going to put water in, enough water in to melt or distribute the borax. That's really all you need to know. It's not an exact science. You can kind of do this by ear or by eye, as the case may be. And you can use any size container for this. You just want the water to be able to absorb all of the borax. I'll put the lid on it. You're going to shake it up real good. So now the water is completely full of the borax. It goes all the way in. You want a good mixture. Next comes the glue. Now, whatever amount of glue you use when you make this, the volume of the slime is going to be about twice the amount of glue. I went with a large bottle of glue here, so I'm not going to use the whole thing because that's a lot of slime already. Next, you want to add about the same amount of water as you did glue. I always like to go a little light and then I can add more as it goes on. It has a consistency here of, say, a melted milkshake. Now at this point, this is where I differ from most people doing this. I like to go ahead and put my food coloring and or my fake blood in right here. So that is what we're going to do. And remember, kids, don't use mom's good hand towels for this because nobody wants bloody, gluey hand towels. Use the old ones. Or paper towel. Go save a little bit for the end. Now, your borax has been sitting idly by all this time. We're going to pour a little bit in and start mixing it up as we go. As you can see, this starts to take effect almost immediately. Very quick process. And again, there's no exact mixture on this. Doing it by feel. You just want to continue to work it at this point. Got a pretty good mixture going here. This is going to be a case where you are going to get your hands dirty. The fake blood actually washes off a lot easier than food coloring, but if you have to go out tonight or be seen in public, you may want to wear some gloves when you do this. Now, right here at the end, going to finish strong with the rest of the vampire blood. Trust me on this. This will work great in any kind of haunted house or anything that you want to do with it. It's freaking me out, and I just made it. Feels like, when you do it like this, it feels like skin. And then if you reach your hands into it, it feels what you might imagine intestines would feel like. Good times. Getting in here. Using everything in the bowl. Mixing all of the vampire blood off of the bottom. Listen to that sound. I would say that is pretty freaking gross. Here's the great thing about this. If you let this sit for 10 to 15 minutes, be it food coloring or the vampire blood, the slime will actually absorb it so that when you touch this, your hands don't get completely nasty. That's where if you want to wear the gloves early on, once you get this solution made, if you'll give it anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes, it will mellow out and the food coloring will be absorbed. Now here's another little tip. If you want the slime to be wetter or juicier, just add more water. The slime will pick it up. And as you can see, the texture changes. It's more of your traditional runny slime. Now, this stuff will last practically forever. All you got to do is keep it off the ground. Don't let it get dirty and don't let it dry out. Every so often, whenever you use it, just pour like an ounce or two of water in a bowl and let it roll around for a few minutes. It goes right back to being slime again. The only time it's really done is if it dries out enough to turn into a powder. The best way to store it is in a plastic bag in your refrigerator. Whenever you're done with it, put it right in a Ziploc bag. So here we are 12 hours later. Just if you were wondering how this stuff holds up. Were you wondering?
I was wondering.
I don't think he was wondering. It now looks more like gack than slime. And for those of you that don't know, there's a difference between gack and slime.
Looks kind of like a liver.
There you go.
All right.
You could turn this back into slime by letting it warm up and putting just a little bit of water back into it. As you can see, as it warms up, it becomes looser. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you want to see more slime and gack videos, let us know in the comments below.